Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this today, as promised, is going to be haul video 2.5 because I was doing an original haul video which is already up, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link somewhere up on the screen. I then did another haul video because I hadn't received all of the stuff, Thank You Canada Post, from the first haul video. I will put a link somewhere up on the screen. And now, for the sake of time, I didn't want to do too much on the second haul video, so now this is going to be 2.5. And what I do have to do is pull this. I pushed the camera further away so my face wasn't like right up to the camera, and I don't like it because now I can't reach my stuff. So I have to pull everybody closer here. And in haul video 2.5, as promised, we are going to be doing a LUSH unboxing haul video. Now, I mentioned a story on my last video about waiting in line for all this stuff, and then I ended up basically just buying it online. And I told a story about buying it online, and more or less they did, well, you can watch the video. I don't want to go over it again. You can watch the previous video to find out the story, but it finally got delivered to me. It looks like it's in one piece. I have cut it open to ensure that everything was in one piece, but I have not gone through it yet. It has literally been sitting over on the floor over there off camera. I am not going to tell people the prices of any of this because it really doesn't matter at this point. The sale has been, it's not over. There's still a few things I just literally jumped on there and checked, but the majority of these things are no longer available, so the price points really don't matter. If you're interested in any of these products, hopefully they bring them back next year. Valentine's Day is up right now. I haven't seen any variations of, like, for example, the bath oil tablets. This is the Retro Tree Bath Melt. I have not seen any variations of this guy for Valentine's Day. So now that you've seen it, this is the Retro Tree Bath Melt by LUSH Cosmetics, and what you are basically to do here, I believe this is new for this year. I haven't seen anything like this that I can remember in all my years of buying LUSH products, and the idea behind this is you're to take this little string thing here that's attached, and you're supposed to hang it on the water spout, the water delivery system to your bathtub, and as the water splashes in, it runs over this, wears it down, but leave it kind of there for the duration of your bath, and it kind of just eventually wears down, sort of like a reusable bubble bar, but it's a reusable bath melt. I could be totally wrong with that. That's just what I would use it for, and I can't look it up online anymore, so if I'm wrong and you know what this, like, there's a completely different description, let me know down below. So that's this one. It may come up multiple times. I'm not sure if I got multiples of anything. I tried not to, but it's possible that I did. I was in such a panic to just jam things in my cart and move along. Oh, look, here's the one that actually, this is the bath melt, the Snowman bath melt, and I'm actually kind of excited to try these because I've never used them before. Here's another bath melt, and this is Santa's, it says on the back here for me, Santa's on his way bath melt. I smell coconut, but I'm probably wrong with that assessment, but that's just what I smell. They're literally everywhere. These beans, I've seen online people actually building stuff out of these beans. If you wet them and you stick them together, they almost act like glue. And I have just seen so many people doing arts and crafts with these. It's unbelievable. I typically keep a few of these around for packing material, or if I'm shipping something to somebody, they're great for that, and 100% recyclable because we know LUSH is all about the environment. This here is the Rudolph Nose Shower Balm. So I love these. It allows people that don't really dabble with too much bath time to have a bath, or if you just are unlucky, that's my opinion, and don't have a bath, you can still participate in the greatness that is LUSH by using a shower balm. And with these, previously the shower bombs that LUSH had, you sat them in the base of your shower, and as the water trickled down, it kind of just dissolved them, which in my opinion was kind of wasteful. But with this, what they've done now is you don't put it and leave it in the base of your shower. You actually use this as part of a scrub in the shower, and as you're scrubbing away, it sort of, from what I've seen online, not explodes like a bath bomb, but it kind of fizzes like a bath bomb, and it lets off all the oils and the aromatics in the shower as you're scrubbing away with this. My only problem with that thinking about it, literally while I'm just filming this is a lot. This would, unless this is going to disappear very quickly, I'm not sure how you would like pop this out and reuse it. I guess it's possible to reuse because I use this, my older one, all the time. So maybe it doesn't dissolve as quick as I think it's going to. I love digging through these beans. That's like part of the highlight is digging through these beans. Ooh, digging through these beans. I also have the Warm Socks bath melt, and this is what I was talking about, those bath melts that it was like coconut or maybe chamomile, maybe. This is what I was talking about. Pop these in the bath and they kind of just dance around and float there, and they take a good while to melt down, and they just kind of create an oily film on your skin. It's sort of nice actually if you have really dry skin. These are probably a better bet than the bath bombs because the oil tends, like the film, I'm gonna call it film, tends to collect on your skin. So even if you shower off, you still have that sort of like nice moisture on your skin. So those are good for days that I'm feeling a little drier or days that I'm planning to spend much longer in the tub as opposed to a bath bomb where it's half an hour to an hour. If I want to sit there for like an hour and a half, I'll probably pick up one of those. Now we have the Pop Art Bath Bomb. Why this was Christmas, I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm not sure what was Christmassy about it. This is the Pop Art Bath Bomb. These have been obviously a little messed up by Canada Post, thank goodness. Then what am I saying? Not thank goodness, Canada Post, you're no good. But they're not destroyed, thank goodness. How about that? And this smells really good. Actually, it smells like your typical bath bomb. I just dropped a chunk on the floor here. If you go into Lush and you smell any bath bomb, this is what that smells like, in my opinion. So this is the Pop Art Bath Bomb. Oh god, there's like yellow. This would be such a bad idea. I'm gonna have to vacuum this whole space when I've done this. There's yellow dust all over. It's just dusting everywhere. Well, for the sake of this video, we're just gonna make a mess here. So I should mention, as part of this haul 2.5, I had originally thought I was going to have those Fenty Beauty products. I think I mentioned it in my previous video. If you haven't seen that video, again, go watch it. But I still don't have them. Canada Post was supposed to deliver. They lost the package. It was sitting in Edmonton. Again, I don't live there. What it was doing there, I couldn't tell you. And I was talking to Sephora. I called them up. I'm just digging some stuff out here. And I was talking to Sephora, and I called them up, and I said, hey, where's my package? It's been sitting in Edmonton for 3 days now, and it hasn't moved. Now, normally back in the day, I thought Sephora would just sort of say, okay, well, we can refund you the package, or we'll send you out another one, because you've been waiting for like 2 weeks now. Or it puts me on hold forever. And they contact Canada Post, and they say to Canada Post, like, whatever they said, and they're like, we're gonna have to, Sephora's now, we're gonna have to send you over to Canada Post, and you can talk to them. And I'm sort of thinking to myself, seriously? Canada Post is the worst to deal with. Like, they are the worst. So, I've been talking a lot. Disney mug, cutest thing ever. When Sephora speaks to them and then they have to deal with the customer, they're for some reason nice about it. But they still basically shifted blame onto me and said I had to wait. There's nothing they can do. They're gonna put out a track and trace on my package. And I'm like, but it's been sitting in Edmonton for like 4 days. Why has nobody noticed this? It could have got stuck, whatever that means. Or it could have had a wrong barcode and went out to Edmonton. I'm like, wrong barcode? The address literally on there says what it says, not Alberta. Long story short, do or die date to delivery is the 15th. Out for delivery Friday, it's out for delivery. I'm thinking, oh, thank goodness. Well, we got a snowstorm here. FedEx delivered, UPS delivered. Y'all think Canada Post showed up? No, Canada Post did not show up to my place of work, so I do not have those eyeliners to show to you in this 2.5 video like I had wanted. So I got nothing. Just figured I'd share a story with you, and now I feel better. Thank you for listening. So this is now moving on, Igloo Bath Melt, and I'm not going to go over this because I've already talked about these same ideas as socks, but in an igloo format. Now, this is one of the ones I really wanted more of, but I could only get this one. I slammed it in my cart so fast and they disappeared. I could get no other variations. I can avoid it. I'm gonna not open everything for the sake of like the cleanup afterward. But this basically, this little yellow star here, you pop it off the top. It's part of the bath bomb. Lift it off the top. You spill out the beads that are inside the bath bomb. There's like little beads for whatever purpose. You spill those out into your tub, I guess, pre-water fill, and then you drop the whole thing in. I know, it seems like a process for a bath, but I like stuff like this. It seemed like such a fun thing to pop up a little top, spill whatever's inside your tub. It probably does the exact same thing as the overall bath bomb, and then like pitch this into the tub. For whatever reason, that is something I want to do in my life. I wish I could do it more than once, but this is the only one I have. We also have the Snow Fairy soap. Again, my favorite scent. I don't need more soap. I have so much of this from a previous 50% off sale, but I had to have the Snow Fairy smell, flavor, whatever you want to call it. I had to have it. So of course I got one slab of that. Now this stuff, in all honesty, oh, I just noticed my whole star is broken. Oh well, it's all the same in the tub. This stuff, in all honesty, it keeps for a year. I know it says it expires, and I've never had a problem with it. I don't put expired Lush products on my face personally. That's just me because it's on much more delicate skin. But for my body, I've never had a problem. So I'll use up, I've got some stuff from last year I'm still gotta use up, and then I'll get on to this. But the prices are so good at 50%, I really can't say no. I'm gonna take, this is one of the boxes that I got. And if we've got time, I'll open it. If we don't, I'll just read the contents of it. Just depends on how much of this you can sit through, right? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, this is kind of creepy looking. This is the Santa Bomb Bath Bomb. This is a little frightening, to be totally honest. But this is quite large. That's a struggle for me. This is quite large. So I like to do these in 2 pieces. It makes the most sense. The head comes off, creepy I know, and the bottom comes off, and you get 2 baths for $8.95. But because we all got these on sale, you get 2 baths for $4. It's perfect, really, except it's weird looking. So moving along, this is the Snowman Dreaming Bath Bomb. Oh yeah. Very, very potent. This one is all white, but it actually down the sides, hope my camera can pick it up, that actually is the color that it comes out. So when you drop this in the bath, you get a rainbow of colors. It's actually pretty cool. They had a variation of this one, Dragon's Egg, I believe it was. This is the same concept as Dragon's Egg, except it's in a snowman press. Now, if you've never made your own bath bomb before, it's actually really intensive. I know these are all made by hand. You have to really, I went into one of their free sessions, free demos. I happened to stumble upon it when we were all make your free bath bomb day. You have to really shove the contents of whatever you're making the bath bomb out of into this mold. Pack it as hard as you can. Oh my gosh, these people's fingers must be so strong. Jam the 2 halves together, like really jam them, and then leave them for 24 hours. And then they crack the plastic molds off, and there you have, voila, bath bomb. But Winterberry soap, again, winter soap, don't need a ton of soap, but ooh, that smells like cinnamon and clove, so that'll be nice and warm to use, I think. Ow, I just knocked the box. What's this? This is the Chris the Camel Bath Bomb. I'm so happy they put labels on here. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm reading these labels. Or else I was gonna try to match it up on there, and that would just take forever. This is kind of cute. It's big though. So this is good old Chris the Camel Bath Bomb. Chris smells like caramel, I have to say. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna put Chris aside for now. More dust. This is the Fireball Bath Bomb. Christmas, I'm not sure how, but anyway, we got it for 50% off. It's a little fireball, it's quite cute. I'm imagining red, yellow. This smells like candy. Lots of dust. This smells like candy, like actual hard candy. Dala Horse Bath Melt, kind of like a small version of Chris the Camel, but bath melt version. This is the Rudolph Jelly Face Mask. I've never tried one of these before. I was so lucky to get it this year. They sell out so fast. This is oh my god, that smells like chocolate pudding. It smells so good. And there's a little Rudolph nose in there. I'm so excited to try this. I have no idea how to do this. And this is the Rudolph Bath Bomb. Oh, this one. This is so weird to me that it has these like huge Rudolph ears. And you dump this in the tub, and it's supposed to have mimic the nose and whatnot. And the huge ears, which have obviously been curled over at this point in time. Oh, this has got a lot. That smells like orange. Like orange and honestly cinnamon. So that is a nice one. I just don't get the paper ears. The paper floating around the tub is a little unusual to me. Well, this is pretty cool. This is the Snow Apple soap. The only thing I fear about this is all this glitter. I don't know who wants to be washing themselves with so much glitter. But, however, I figured I'd try it out. It's more soap, but so much glitter. I'll try to wash that off, I think. I did that with one of my other older bath bombs. It had so much glitter I had to wash it all off because it's just insanity. I am not a glitter lover. I do not want to sit marinating glitter and then drag it all in my sheets and then I'm covered in glitter for days. I honestly wash it all off. Snow Fairy bath bomb. This is cute. I like this one. So happy I managed to grab one. It smells exactly like Snow Fairy. As you can tell, I have the soap, I have the bath bomb, I have the Amaze Ball. Great, they started labeling these now. When I say they, I mean Lush, because they didn't before. Way back when, there was no labeling on anything. And, or if you go to the store and pick it up yourself, there's no labeling on anything. So, you have to remember what it is, obviously, is inside the package. And that may seem easy. You're probably like, oh, it's so easy, Miss Kim. It's so easy to do that. It's not. I dissolved an entire Snow Fairy cold soap, cold pressed soap into my bath, thinking it was a bubble bar. The whole thing. The whole soap. And I was just like, oh, this is great, I'm gonna do this, and this is kind of a weird consistency, and I'm like, this, I don't know if this is right, but I'm gonna keep going. For some reason, I didn't stop. Yeah, I Googled it afterward. It was a cold press soap, and I sat in it for like an hour and a half. So I pulled everything out, relabeled it, did the whole works. So now, that's not gonna happen anymore. Yule Nog Bubble Bar. Kind of cute. I like the Yule Nog scent. The Yule Nog scent is a butterscotch and caramel, I believe, or something along those lines. It's like a very warm, saucy scent. Who cares? We're not gonna put that back. I'm covered in dust right now. And I think, guys, that is, I'm literally, you can hear that, digging around in here. I think that is all of, we're out. Lots of beans. Oh, packing slip. I didn't know that. I just tilted that. Oh, I wish I could move the camera and show you all the level of powder that just spilled all over the floor. Anyway, so that is that. And then we have this one hat box of Christmas bath time favorites, which I've now learned I am not going to tilt. So, should I open it? We're gonna open it. If you don't want to watch the Christmas bath time favorites right now, then I will hope to see you guys on the next one, who's ever's tuning out, because I know this video is getting a bit long, and I apologize for that. There was just a lot of stuff in here. And if you do want to see what is in this box, then bear with me while I fight with this stupid ribbon here. Okay, we're back. I finally managed to muscle my way, using a pair of scissors, into that hat box. Oh my gosh. There's dust everywhere. Unfortunately, the box did not travel well. And we got this little blue penguin bath bomb. He's one of those creepy separators. You can actually lift the brain off. But as you can see, he's a little worse for, I'm not sure my camera will pick that up, but he's a little worse for wear. He's very, very dinged and beaten up, which means where does all of that bath product go? Into the box and all over literally everything. So I got a couple of repeats here. I did get another Shoot for the Stars. I got another of those weird Rudolph ones. Now I didn't have time during this crazy rush to actually pick out which boxes didn't have duplicates in them. I wish I would have, but things were selling out that were in my cart so fast because this year Lush didn't hold what was in your cart for a few minutes, and I wish companies would do that. I literally banged this box into my cart and got out with what I could get out with, and this is what we ended up with. I got another Fireball bath bomb, and this again was the Christmas bath time favorites. So it's a selection, I mean obviously a curated selection of Christmas bath bombs. I shouldn't have put that there. I have this little guide here which tells me what's in here. We got the Luxury Pud bath bomb, Lush Pud. This is not a favorite of mine. We got a Santa's Workshop, which is right here. This one's really beaten up. So there's the Santa's Workshop, and this actually is turquoise and lilac swirls with Liang Liang perfume, and it smells so good. Again, another snow fairy. I forgot that this one was even in here, so when I pulled it out, I was really happy because that being my favorite scent. A Lord of Misrule. Oh, come on, stop rolling, snow fairy. A Lord of Misrule, and this was actually the one I made. So I made one of these as well when I came across the Make It Day. And this is patchouli and black pepper. I like having this in front of me, and then I can tell you guys what's actually in these bath bombs, because some of these smells, I'm just not good with scents like that. Spice scents, patchouli and liang liang, I just don't know what those typically smell like on their own. Another Snowman Dreaming with the colored down the side, and that is a cedarwood and lavender actually. And then we have the Golden Wonder. As you can see, Golden Wonder is covered in blue penguin. So we've got Golden Wonder, and that's supposed to be a sparkling cocktail scent, whatever that means. The World's Smallest Disco, citrus scent, popping candy and citrus, so that would be interesting, popping candy in your bath bomb. And we've already talked about the penguin, and that was a cherry orange oil perfume, was the penguin. And I think I've gone over all of these with you guys. That is literally everything in my Lush bath haul. What's interested, look at how much blue is in there. Can we see that? No, we can't. That is literally how much blue came out. The poor penguin, it's covered in blue. Anyways guys, I'm sorry the video got so long, but it was quite a large haul with some casualties. See the damage? Some casualties, and I got off on a little bit of storytelling about my love-hate relationship with Canada Post. So I do hope you enjoyed that. I am going to go and try to vacuum my couch now and clean this mess up. It does smell beautiful in here, so FYI, if you buy these and pack them in your room or even put one in your car, it'll smell great. I will see you guys on the next one, and thank you for subscribing and tuning in to me, and I will see you later.